This is Jan Saramat with the daily roundup of news from the US and around the world. First are the headlines. Obama warns of social media dangers in interview with Prince Harry. Myanmar court extends detention for two Reuters reporters. Chinese scientists have discovered tiny algae that eat pollutants. A newly married woman in Faisalabad was repeatedly raped by a panchayat. BJP Congress called truce over remarks on Prime Minister Modi and Manmohan Singh. And now the details. Obama warns of social media dangers in interview with Prince Harry. Former US President Barack Obama told Britain's Prince Harry he was concerned social media was corroding civil disorder in what he said was his first interview since leaving the White House aired on Wednesday. One of the dangers of the internet is that people can have entirely different realities, he told the prince, who was guest editing BBC's Radio 4-day program. They can be cocooned in information that reinforces their current biases. Things aren't as simple as they've been portrayed in whatever chat room you have been in, he added. The question has to do with how do we harness this technology in a way that allows a multiplicity of voices, allows a diversity of views, but doesn't lead to a balkanization of society and allows ways of finding common ground. The interview was recorded in Toronto, Canada in September on the sidelines of the Invictus Games, the athletic tournament created by Harry for wounded former soldiers. Despite admitting concerns over the future of the US, Obama, who did not mention his successor Donald Trump by name, said he felt it was a sense of serenity on leaving the White House. There was a sense that we had run a good race. He added on his new routine, Obama told the prince, I wake up later. It's wonderful to be able to control your day. The prince opened the discussions by saying, this is the first interview you've said. He said yes to doing since you've handed over the reins, to which Obama replied, that's true. Harry is due to marry US actress girlfriend Meghan Markle on May 19 at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle near London. According to British press reports, civil servants are concerned that a wedding invite from the couple to Obama could cause a further rift between Britain and Trump following a series of high-profile spats. Myanmar court extends detention for two Reuters reporters. Court in Myanmar extended the detention of two Reuters journalists on Wednesday and set their trial for January 10 on charges of violating state secrets. Walloon and Kyoaso, who were arrested December 12 for acquiring important papers from two policemen. Police officers had worked in Rakhine State, where abuses widely blamed on the military have driven more than 630,000 Rohingya Muslims to flee into neighboring Bangladesh. Charges are punishable by up to 14 years in prison. We are just working journalists. We never violate journalism ethics, Walloon told reporters as he and his colleague were led out of a police van into the courtroom in Millennium on the outskirts of Yangon. Their families wept as they got a chance to see them for the first time since their arrest. I want my husband to be free soon and I trust him that he would never violate the law, said Walloon's wife. United States, United Nations, and European Union officials are, among other, calling for their release. Dozens of Myanmar journalists appeared at the court wearing black shirts as part of protests against the journalists' arrests. We are facing the same kind of harassment under the civilian government as we did under the military government, said Thur Lung Zong. Also added that it's not fair for the two journalists to be charged under the Official Secrets Act because they were doing their job as journalists who tried to get information. On Tuesday, authorities said they would drop charges against two reporters from Singapore and Malaysia and their local staff working for the Turkish state broadcaster TRT. They were arrested on October 27 for allegedly flying a drone over the parliament's building without permission. Their lawyers said decision will be made Thursday. Chinese scientists have discovered a new strain of microalgae, single-cell prosynthetic organisms that produce oxygens capable of absorbing 90% of the greenhouse gases and industrial fumes that are components of smoke while producing high-quality algae oil for a wide range of products have been discovered. Wang Qiang, the lead scientist behind the project at the Chinese Academy of Sciences Institute of Hydrobiology, said the microalgae have recently entered a test phase for clearing emissions produced by the refineries of Sinopec, China's largest oil and gas company. Our microalgae's highest consumption efficiency for the nitrogen oxides, a key ingredient for smoke, can reach around 96%, he said. This new microalgae can greatly reduce industrial emissions and curb air pollution in a cost-effective and environmentally friendly way. A traditional nitrogen oxide removal installation requires high energy and pressure and has an annual cost of about 640,000 yuan to remove 1 metric ton of gas. But tests show that the algae-based cleansing method is safer, it requires less energy, and produces algae biomass that can be used and sold for more than 210,000 yuan, he said. A newly married woman in Faisalabad repeatedly raped by a panchayat. A girl who married against the wishes of her family was allegedly raped by influential members of a panchayat village council, which was approached for the resolution of the issue in Faisalabad in Pakistan. An application submitted with the Tandiyanwala police station by the victim's father-in-law says that she married his son out of her own will on October 10, but her father, unhappy with the marriage, approached the local panchayat and demanded the return of his daughter. The applicant said that he handed over the victim, his daughter-in-law, to two members of the panchayat in the presence of villagers on November 7. That was on the promise that she will be returned to his home after a proper rukhsati ceremony arranged by her father. However, 3 panchayat members repeatedly raped the victim after taking her to their own home and threatened to kill her if she attempted to flee or shout, the application alleges. The victim finally managed to escape on December 12 and reached her husband's home, where she informed the family of her ordeal. The applicant said that the accused threatened the family and his son. The victim's brother-in-law was briefly kidnapped on December 13 with the intention of murder, a first information report of which has been filed separately. BJP and Congress called truce over remarks on Prime Minister Modi and Manmohan Singh. BJP and Congress arrived at a truce in Parliament on Wednesday, with the government stating that the Prime Minister Modi did not question the commitment of his predecessor Manmohan Singh to the nation and Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad disassociating from derogatory comments against Modi. With the statement, the logjam over Modi's remarks about Singh and former Vice President Hamid Ansari attending a dinner for a foreign dignitaries at the residence of Congress veteran Maniankar ended with the BJP, the Congress called truce over remarks on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Manmohan Singh. BJP and Congress arrived at a truce in Parliament on Wednesday, with the government stating that Prime Minister Narendra Modi did not question the commitment of his predecessor Manmohan Singh to the nation and Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad, disassociating from the derogatory comments against Modi. With the statement, the logjam over Modi's remarks about Singh and former Vice President Hamid Ansari attending a dinner for foreign dignitaries at the residence of Congress veteran Mani Shankar Iyer ended and the Rajya Sabha resumed normal functioning. Azad's reference was to Iyer's remark that the Prime Minister was a lowly and uncivil person. The resolution was brought about after a few meetings between Congress leaders and leader of the House, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, and after prompts by Vice President of India. Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Vijay Goel also met former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to seek his support for a resolution. We don't want the statement to continue. As a result of this, let me categorically state that the Prime Minister in his statements or speeches did not question, or did he mean question, the commitment to this nation of either Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister, or Shri Hamid Ansari, the former Vice President. Any such perception is completely erroneous. We hold these leaders in high esteem and also their commitment to this nation. With Congress not insisting on an apology, Azad said, I thank leaders of the House for the clarification on the issue that resulted in stalemate. In the House, from my party, I want to assure you that we also don't believe to demean the post of Prime Minister. So we totally disassociate ourselves with statements or comments made against the Prime Minister during election. There is no scope for any derogatory remarks against Prime Minister. The ICT can drive away graft, says Finance Minister at the Daily Star ICT Award ceremony. 5 companies, 2 individuals won the award. Corruption will be eliminated from the country if the information and communication technology is used properly, Finance Minister A.M.A. Murid said yesterday. The most effective tool to fight corruption will be the ICT, he said at the Daily Star ICT Awards ceremony in capital's Le Méridien Hotel yesterday. The 2 individuals and 5 local IT firms were awarded by the Daily Star and Bangladesh Association of Software and Information Services for their outstanding contribution to the country's fast-growing ICT industry. The event was organized in association with Microsoft Bangladesh Limited, the country's office of the world's leading technology company and private commercial lender, Brak Bank, with Le Méridien as hospitality partner. We will do everything riding on the ICT, said Muhid, who handed over trophies to the winners. Amrazal Hassan, Group Chief Executive of the REP system, also stated an internationally acclaimed Bangladesh software firm won the ICT Business Person of the Year award. Toheed, a shareholder director of the ICBM Primax Software, also bagged another prize. Of the 5 winning firms, Chaldel Limited, an online shop based in the capital, got the e-Business of the Year award. Brian Station 23 Limited got the ICT Solution Provider of the Year award in the Global Market Focus category. The ICT Solution Provider of the Year award in the Local Market Focus category went to Leeds Corporation Limited. Sheba XYZ Platform Limited, a startup company that became the country's largest service marketplace online, won the ICT Startup of the Year award, while another company also won another award. Bangladesh has experienced considerable growth in information technology in recent years, and the ICT landscape now includes numerous firms, both old and new, working tirelessly to deliver services to their consumers. The Daily Star introduced the awards in 2016 to propagate the development in the sector and recognize the frontrunners who can serve as benchmarks for others. The awards also aim to recognize the excellent works in the ICT sector, encourage the ICT community to strengthen the ICT ecosystem, create an environment that sustains entrepreneurial spirit, and support the young ICT entrepreneurs to utilize their potentials. Starbucks celebrate New Year with festive new drinks. Starbucks has a history of celebrating the holiday season in style. Starbucks is ringing in the new year early, debuting its festive and party-ready black and white mocha collection on Wednesday. The coffee chain is launching 3 new drinks, and though black ties may be optional this holiday season, Starbucks said on its website, chocolate decadence is a must. The collection includes signature espresso by the same name, black and white hot chocolate, and the black and white frappuccino. Each features swirls of dark and white chocolate mocha, whipped cream, and so-called chocolatey sequins or chocolate shavings straight across the top. Starbucks has a history of celebrating the holiday season in style. Its now famous annual holiday cup debuted in 1997 in what Starbucks said was a magenta color, and the iconic red cup hit shelves in 1999. For the 2017 season, Starbucks unveiled the very first color holiday cup, giving customers the opportunity to personalize the vessels themselves. The white cup has designs of presents, snowflakes, and a Christmas tree with a star on top. Preceding to its nightmare flight after passenger mix-up, we love the idea of everyone making this year's cup their own. A red holiday cup with a white heart was later added for a limited time during the 2017 season. Thank you very much for watching. Watch us at www.millenniumtv.org and do drop us a line at info@millenniumtv.net. This is Janis Ahmed signing off from Millennium TV USA. We are bridging communities worldwide.